and welcome back for Family Fun Friday, brought to you by Metro Parks of Butler County, Butler Soil and Water Conservation District, and the Ohio State University Extension Office here in Butler County. My name is Becky Vanderpool, and I'm the Senior Manager of Park Connections with Metro Parks, and today I'm coming to you from my own backyard. I'm here today to introduce to you the topic that Lynn White's going to share with you about what's the world under your feet. What just is at your feet as you walk along a trail, through your own backyard, or even on the sidewalk. Lynn, thanks for being with us today, showing us this activity. I can't wait to try it at home too. Thanks, Lynn.
Hi, I'm Lynn White with Butler Soil and Water Conservation District, and today for Family Fun Fridays we're going to be looking at the world beneath your feet. And just looking around from where I'm sitting just now, I can see a lot of life, and that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on living things and also non-living things that are right around us. And that's the thing. We're not always that observant. We don't always look as closely as we can at the world around us to see what kind of things we can see there. So today we're going to use a hula hoop, and we're going to explore the area within that hula hoop. So you can take your hula hoop and you can throw it on an area of grass, you can throw it on an area of mulch, you can put it in an area of the veggie garden if it won't get you into trouble for crushing plants and stuff. You might even be able to get permission to put it in an area like a flower bed. Now my flower bed behind me is a bit too overgrown for me to do this, so I'm going to throw mine on the ground in an area that's near one of my trees. I'm going to have a look to see what's there. Now, when you first get there, throw your hula hoop on the ground and stand up and look down to see what you can see. Because when we're far away, it's sometimes hard to see all the life that you can find. So I'd like you to mark the things that you see on a piece of paper. And then, leaving the hula hoop where it is, get down either on your hands and knees or down on your stomach and get down there close and move the grass or the mulch around and see what kind of animals you can see. Now, there's some things down there that are going to be too small for you to see. In fact, for every teaspoonful of really healthy, rich soil, you can get millions of bacteria. Now, bacteria is too teeny tiny for us to see. They're microscopic. We're going to be looking for stuff that's macro. Macro things are large enough to see with your eyes. So maybe you'll find some worms or roly-polies, or maybe you'll find some ants crawling around. And if you ask for permission, you might even be able to dig under the ground and dig a hole and see what you find down there. Have a look in your yard. You might find some areas that have got more life than others. You might have an area where it's really shady and the grass is still damp. You might find more animals there than you do in an area that's been out baking in the sun for the last few weeks. So have a go, see what you can find, and let me show you how I'm going to do it. So my hula hoop's on the ground here. It's covering some grass and some mulch. So standing, if I look down, I can see grass, I can see clover, and I can see mulch. I can't see any animals crawling around, but I do see living plants. So I'm going to get down on my hands and knees and get a bit closer to see if I can find more items. Now, when you're down closer like this, you can start to move the grass around and move the mulch around if you're over mulch. So with me moving things, in this area, I see a hole in the ground that I think belongs to ants. Oh, and there's some ants crawling along here between the rocks. If I move the mulch, hopefully I can find some animals buried in this mulch. Oh, there's a millipede crawling around here. So the millipede is going to eat the dead wood and other dead plants that it finds. Just outside of my hula hoop, there's some acorns on the ground. Now this is not an oak tree. I have an oak tree elsewhere in my yard. It looks like the squirrels have been bringing them over to eat underneath this tree. Now you can use tools like a magnifying glass to really help you see the things that are under there. So I might even find some more. Oh, got a sunflower seed. So I've been feeding the birds, and some of the birds have brought the seeds over to this tree to eat their food there. So see what you can find in your yard. Good luck and have fun doing your observations. Thanks for joining us for Family Fun Fridays.
Thanks, Lynn. What a fun activity. So now I'm down on my hands and knees in the flower bed next to my deck in my backyard. I didn't have a hula hoop at home like Lynn used, but I did have a piece of rope that I used to mark off my observation spot. So really anything will work as long as you have that spot marked off to observe the inside of. The first thing I noticed are the leaves that are still on the ground from last fall in the sugar maple here in my backyard. I also noticed quite a bit of bird's nest fungus growing in this flower bed. And now you know where I found it for our fungus topic a couple of weeks ago. Because I'm in my own backyard and give myself permission to do so, I'm going to use a shovel to dig away the dirt just a little bit to see what I might find living under the surface. So you'll notice here I've already done so. First thing I did was move away the mulch and dug just a little bit into the soil. I'm noticing all kinds of roots growing in this ground. The plants that are around it and the maple behind me, I'm sure, are the source of those roots. But when I look for movement, let's see what I find. There's a roly-poly digging in the dirt. And a big fat ant crawling across the ground there. I'm sure you can't see him, but he was pretty quick and camouflaged in the dirt. So take some time to observe what you might find in your own yard. Or if you take your hula hoop, rope, or whatever object to the park to do this activity, please know that we ask that you will observe only what you can see without digging in the dirt. If you do it from home, of course, ask permission. So thanks again for joining us today for Family Fun Friday. Follow the Metro Parks of Butler County website at yourmetroparks.net for other ways to log off, shut down, and get outside. Thank you.